Hello everyone, this is Bowser Galaxy 10.
Oh boy.
Welcome to our rambling review of Dragon Ball Z
Season 6 Cell Games arc. Holy shit! Am I right to assume this is best arc so far?
I think so, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I already knew that my favorite moments from the whole series came from this arc. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Seeing the whole context for them just made it even better.
As it should.
So what do we go over first? Do we go over plot? The plot is kill Cell.
Well, and there was a whole thing with them going into the
Oh yeah, the time chamber stuff
chamber.
near the beginning.
yeah.
Let's go over that first time chamber stuff where suddenly Goku just stops training.
Yeah. I thought that was actually like pretty cool moment for him, where he's like, it's kind of a cool moment for Goku where it's like he kind of realizes I can't really push myself any farther than this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth me trying to push farther than this. So I'm not going to try. I'm going to spend time with my. I'm going to spend time with my family because this
Friends
might
and
be,
family.
Yeah, because this might be the last few days I have with them.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of very bleak near
Yeah.
the beginning of this season where it's like the whole world just knows of the Cell games happening and everyone's just in a state of distress.
Yeah.
Like there are shelters being created and all the Z fighters are like, yeah, it's not gonna help them.
Yeah, I definitely want to across the Android arc all the way through to the Cell arc. They did I think they did such an amazing job of building up Cell as a villain.
Yeah.
That because you have the androids and they're so you built up the androids as being so powerful, and then you actually try to fight them, you get totally wrecked, and it's like, okay, what the heck are we gonna do? These guys are so strong.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty much like, oh, this is what Dragon Ball always does. And then they pull a twist on you.
They're not the real villain.
By the way, something's worse is here now.
Yep. And then we have the imperfect/perfect Cell arc that builds it even further. Where we see the monster and he keeps getting stronger. And everyone keeps losing to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, the menace of Cell is just... The presence of Cell alone near the beginning of this season is just terrifying. Is just like, jeez. And of course the people trying to profit off it, which got us some old Dragon Ball faces returning, like Tao Pai Pai, also known as fan-given name of Cyborg Waluigi.
Yeah. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Even if I don't actually know his character, he's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a nice thing from the Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's just confused why Goku's just not doing anything. Vegeta's just training, Trunks is training, everyone's training and just being like, Goku, why aren't you? Oh yeah, we also have Krillin throwing the rock at Goku scene.
Ow!
What'd you do that for? You've lost your mind! I bet he'll dodge this no issue.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised that even hurt Goku at all. You must have like a, it must be like a situation of like,
Guard down completely.
Yeah, because his guard is down, he can actually be somewhat hurt.
Yeah.
Which now that makes me think, could you just beat Goku by just sneak attacking him? Is that something you could do?
Well, not gonna say, but
this is the thing that comes up later. Okay.
I mean, kind of. So yeah, then the Cell games actually begin. Eventually. Should we just go over the little filler part there with the debut of the world champ, Hercule Satan?
I'm so...
His debut in the series.
I'm so torn on him. Because it's like, I think he has a lot of potential.
He is so up and down right now, though.
He has a lot of potential for comedy. I feel like they only nailed it like 10% of the time.
Yeah. Like, I will say...
I loved that 10%, but the rest of the time he was so annoying.
Yeah, I think he works better later. We'll see why.
Yeah.
But yeah, here it's just obvious filler.
Yeah, I think if they gave him like a quarter of the screen time that he has,
yeah,
I would be pretty much fine.
It's like instead of the characters talk about how the punch felt, it's like, Mr. Satan, what'd you think of that? Ha 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 ha!
It was fake.
Fake news. Yeah. Every time it cut to them, I was like, oh.
Better than Yajirobe, better than old Bulma, better than Marin.
Yeah, it's just like, he could have been blasted off to another area like a few hours ago, and we wouldn't have had a problem with it.
The rest of his gang,
yeah,
they're kind of
there.
They're lumped into the same thing.
Yeah.
They're whatever.
10% good. 10% good, 50% why are we here again, 40% I hate this.
Yeah. Annoying, but they don't ruin it.
Meanwhile, the main thing happening is that after the Satan stuff happens, yes, I know what I just said, Goku versus Cell. 90%, like 80% of that fight is very slow.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the Satan filler.
Yeah, I didn't really like I was pretty much on board with, I feel like I was pretty much on board with Cell when he was like, let's get rid of the arena, because I was like, before they got rid of the arena, I'm like, this fight is super awkward, and
yeah,
the pacing is really slow, and not,
which is weird considering the World Tournament arcs. That was the best parts of the original Dragon Ball, was the arena that Cell pretty much designed there. But again, it's probably like they don't have the power levels to deal with that arena now.
Yeah,
is probably the main reason. And then they keep forgetting each other can fly, so it's like, no, they didn't land outside the ring.
Yeah, and I bet, like, the whole idea of if you land outside the ring, you lose, was just kind of like...
Oh, sure.
Like, it's like, okay, you can't make that happen, because it would be super lame if it did. Mm-hmm. So it's completely fake tension. So,
and then Cell just destroys it, and somehow the fight gets meh, and then Goku does the Kamehameha, and it's like, wow! Jesus.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, well, this fight is kind of meh. Suddenly one of the coolest moves anyone's ever done!
Where everyone's just terrified. And then Goku finally uses the instant transmission for a really good scare.
Yeah. And I do also want to mention, like, the idea of Goku going first with basically, like, because of the rules of the Cell games, that pretty much means if Goku loses, Goku isn't allowed to fight him anymore.
Yep.
So literally, the thing that usually happens where everybody is basically stalling for time until Goku shows up to save the day.
Exact opposite.
They literally are just like, no, we're not doing that.
Goku first.
This is impossible.
Because
Goku
again,
first.
there's the looming danger of literally no one can be brought back except for, like, Trunks.
Yeah, which gives you this really cool tension of, like,
Oh yeah, we
there's
never
no-
did mention Dende becoming Guardian. Yeah, Dende became Guardian.
Yay, Dende!
Okay.
Dende
Anyway,
back.
back to it.
I like Dende.
Back to it.
So it's like, okay. You're like, okay. There's no way that they're just gonna be like, yeah, Goku goes first. And then Goku wins. Yay! Like, they're not gonna do that.
Yet it still
then
surprises the person.
So what that means is you're like, okay, that means Goku loses. The only other option is that Goku loses. So how the heck do they beat him? Because that's, like, their trump card has always been Goku, but apparently Goku doesn't win.
After
So what
I
do they
realized
do?
that we were close to it, like halfway through the season, I was like, Joel, I want to marathon the rest of the season so you don't get spoiled on this.
Yeah.
Because then Goku calls in the second person.
Which was...
Gohan.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Like,
It's like, all of, like, this is the reason why I want to do original Dragon Ball. Without the filler of the original Dragon Ball Z, it's not that well deserved. It's not as well deserved as it was.
Yeah.
Like, but in the original Dragon Ball Z, most of the filler of the first few seasons was Gohan's journey.
Yeah. Man.
It's like, but then, of course, Gohan's not at full strength because he doesn't know how to control it, so Cell calls in the Cell Juniors to pretty much make some fun with the other Z fighters. Poor Krillin, first off. Just has two Cell Juniors just kicking him.
Hashtag pray for Krillin.
And then the Android 16 thing happens, where Bulma took out the bomb, and Android 16's head gets knocked off. Mr. Satan does something cool, and then the rest of the season becomes the best thing of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
Android 16's speech to Gohan, like it's fine to fight if you have something to fight for. It's exactly what Gohan needed. And then Cell kills 16. Gohan's rage finally erupts. It's been there since Raditz. And Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, I cannot believe with how much random bits and pieces of Dragon Ball. Like, I haven't, like, looked up spoilers for Dragon Ball over the years, but I have not avoided Dragon Ball spoilers until maybe, like, a year ago. I was not trying to avoid Dragon Ball spoilers.
Yeah.
I do not know how I managed to avoid the spoiler that Gohan is the first person to get Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
When you kept saying Goku's obviously gonna do it, I was like, we need to marathon this now. Then
man,
it is only a matter of time
believe-
if that spoiler happens.
I cannot believe I dodged that.
That is the reason I wanted to marathon this. It's like, that is the moment that sure, I started with the Android 17 versus Piccolo fights and Imperfect's transformation into semi-perfect. This was the moment I became a Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah, I just want to say this. I think up until this point, I've been like up until this point, I've been like, I like Dragon Ball Z quite a bit. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it a lot. I continue to enjoy it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can call myself a fan now.
Yeah. And so yeah, Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 is somehow not even my favorite part of the whole series. It's very up there. But this season has more. It gets better. like Gohan's just beating the hell out of Perfect Cell. The whole time. And then and Cell's just like, oh shit, what have I done? Gohan takes out the Cell Juniors. The entire Z-Fighter group was having problems with them. Vegeta was having problems with them. Trunks was having problems with them. Not even being able to touch them. And then Gohan just obliterates all of them.
Man, Gohan, this moment for Gohan is just so, it made all of the frustration of Gohan all the frustration of Gohan, of the, I just,
Nappa!
Yeah, all the frustration of him, of it being like, oh, he's gonna do it! Dang it, Gohan! Over and over throughout the series. It's all worth it for this moment. Oh
and
my
then
goodness.
the fight continues. He faces Cell. The Android 18 thing happens, which is really the only part where I'm questioning this season. Where it's like, punches Cell. Android 18 is spit out.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay. Semi-perfect happens.
Sure.
And then Goku happens with Semi-Perfect about to blow up the Earth, and then Goku sacrifices himself.
Yeah, that's another thing that's another moment that I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. Because it's usually it's once you get to the point where, basically at the point where Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 and he starts just completely wrecking Cell. Every other time in Dragon Ball that they've gotten to that point, it's it's basically over. We're just waiting for him to finish the villain off, basically, at this point.
And then Cell does the blowing up part.
Cell does the blowing up part, and I'm kind of proud of myself that I actually saw Goku's strategy coming.
Yeah, just him putting his fingers to his forehead. That's the instant transmission pose. Oh shit!
I pretty much as soon as Cell was like, I'm gonna blow up the entire Earth and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I was like, ah, man, if only Gohan had instant transmission. Wait, Goku's still here. Goku has instant transmission.
Yep.
I think I know where this is going.
Uh-huh. And then Goku sacrifices himself. Jesus.
Man, such a so cool. And Gohan blaming himself for it. I'm living for it. The drama is so good.
And we're not done.
And You thought it was over!
Nope, Cell's literally back, shoots a hole in Trunks. The joke becomes made, Vegeta has a hole in his trunks, and Vegeta gets pissed. Oh yeah, should we also mention that during the Goku fight, Vegeta finally says it. He says in front of like 10 people, Goku has surpassed him. You're not doing anything. Let him take care of it.
Yeah. And then literally 5 minutes later, Goku's like, yeah, Gohan is stronger than me! And Vegeta's like, instant regrets!
I'm less than a child? So yeah, then the Trunks death happens, and then Vegeta gets pissed.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly pissed. Though I think we all knew that Vegeta wasn't going to be beating him.
Yeah.
And then Cell just wipes the floor, Gohan protects Vegeta, loses an arm! Like, loses control of an arm!
He still had his arm, he just got smashed.
Yeah, broken arm, like, literally not able to move it. And then Cell just starts charging up a Kamehameha. And literally everyone's like, this is it. Like, none of us have the chance to block this.
Yeah, it's like, Gohan is super beat up. No one else is even, like, no one else could fight Cell. No one else could stand a chance against Cell before he got annihilated and reformed. Then he has the Saiyan Gene, so he's even stronger now.
Yeah, so Cell's just about to destroy the whole planet. Everyone's like, well, we tried our best. And then Goku uses the otherworld transmission from King Kai.
Giving up already?
And then he tells Gohan, you still have power in you. I know you do. Don't put your doubts in you. Kick those doubts out. Go.
Yeah.
And then the father-son Kamehameha. Against Cell's Kamehameha.
Yeah, I'll admit.
The clash.
Yeah, I'll admit that at first, I was like, okay, the father-son thing, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. At that point, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not quite seeing why Damion is like, this is the best thing ever yet. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. And then the others join. And then all the Z fighters have gotten away from the arena and are like, Gohan doesn't have the strength right now. Cell is strong. Let's do what we can. And literally all of them try something.
And I'm like,
it gives reason for the original Dragon Ball characters. It gives the Dragon Ball characters their time.
Yeah,
let's be honest, Tia and Yamcha and freaking even Krillin, let's be honest, haven't really had their moment to be in a battle.
Yeah.
And then they get it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for this is what I've been waiting for Dragon Ball to do for so long. And they finally did it, and I'm so happy!
So yeah, they're just blasting Cell, still getting up as much as they can. Cell's still winning the Ki Blast because Gohan's just worried and having doubt. And then the kill music starts playing and Vegeta's blast comes in.
I do want to mention first though, there's probably the biggest moment that really got me, well, other than everybody joining in, maybe. It's between those two. There's a moment where exactly is it? Like, it's one of the parts where Gohan's like doubting himself, and I can't remember exactly what Goku says. It's like I think it's like, I don't know where you got the idea that there's something wrong with you, but there isn't.
Yeah.
And that hit me, because
Goku hasn't been shown to be the true father that Gohan has had. Like, everyone, all the DBZ fans joke that Piccolo's the true dad.
But I think...
And then that point happens, and it just shows... Yeah.
But I'm not even just... But I do want to say, like, it's not even just... Like, for me, that's not even just, like, this is a really cool moment with Goku and Gohan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely that. But it also, that hits me personally.
Yeah.
That is a personal... That landed personally for me.
Yeah.
I think that might be the... I'm trying to think, that might be the first time Dragon Ball is, like, really hit me emotionally, personally.
Yeah, I can see where it comes from. Yeah, that line had the same thing to me. Where it's like, that's just a great line. Like, from Goku to say... Like, there is nothing wrong with you. You're doing your damnedest.
Yeah.
And then the Vegeta thing shoots off. Gohan gives it one last push. The kill music starts playing. That exact reason is the reason I wanted to switch over to the American soundtrack, because like the Japanese like does like the regular like happy like music kind of deal. The kill music of the American kill music is just, there's no topping.
And
it cannot top it.
I also want to add on top of that, because I watched Goku vs. Superman, like, the death battle, like, 30 different times. I actually have a lot of nostalgia for that theme.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, the kill... the kill theme is one of the greatest in the American soundtrack. This is its best use. Like, Cell finally having a face of absolute fear.
Yeah, and...
At Gohan's power.
And I also just want to mention the way they animate it, the way it's animated and the way it's paced. I'm like, this is this is one of those moments where I'm just like, this like, if I like, it's like, this is the kind of animation that makes people want to do animation.
Yep.
It is absolutely beautiful.
The Clash is my favorite part of all of Dragon Ball Z.
I think my favorite part of it though is like when it goes into space and I think just the pacing of it, where it's like you have the whole beam and it just slowly goes out into space. And then slowly fades.
Yeah. While the kill music just is slowly fading too, and you get to see every cell just break.
Oh, that's another thing. I also really liked that they actually specifically showed Cell's core.
Yeah.
And then they had it show it getting destroyed, so you know, like,
that's it.
Yeah, you know this is what keeps him alive. It's gone. He is dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, the Clash. That is my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z. Like, there are moments later in this series that are almost as good to me. The Clash is my favorite part of all of Dragon Ball, though.
I will say, the Clash...
Like, everything around it. Like, the Clash and everything that happens during the Clash is just my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and the Clash, like I said earlier, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan now. The Clash is why.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time in Dragon Ball where I'm not just like, yeah, I'm having a pretty great time with this. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Where I was like, this is what... This is everything I hoped Dragon Ball would be.
Yeah. That's why I was like, Joel doesn't know this stuff. Like, like earlier you were like, I think near the beginning of the season, you were like really confused with Goku and not knowing. The moment I realized that you probably didn't know of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and versus Cell, I was like, we have to do this now. Like, I cannot risk this. Yeah. I cannot risk this being a first viewing of this.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad we did it.
Like, this is, like, once I realized that my favorite parts of Dragon Ball Z is stuff you've never seen, I was like, we need to do it now.
Yeah. And then there's the aftermath.
Yeah.
Why is the writing still so good?
It really feels
like I was like Damion was like, well, we have one more disc, and I'm like, oh man, is it filler? And he's like, yeah, I guess it's filler.
Probably. Nope.
I mean, it's
sort of
kind of fillery, but who freaking cares? It's still.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we have achieved peak Dragon Ball. The quality barely drops at all!
Mm-hmm.
It's still better than anything else in Dragon Ball!
A lot of people mentioned that Toriyama's wanted to finish Dragon Ball Z quite a number of times, but kept going. Like, the first time was Frieza, and that was like, alright, I can sort of see it ending here.
Yeah, that would have
time though,
satisfying ending. This would have been like, if it ended like this right here, I would have been like, this is like one of the best endings. It would have been like one of the best endings to a show, up there with like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's like I might have nitpicks or something, but it's basically perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole season is amazing.
Man.
Like, the build-up was perfect to give this season exactly what it needed. And even then, it wasn't even build-up with Android and the Cell arcs. Gohan has been building up this whole time.
Yeah.
As a perfect passing the torch moment.
Yeah, it's...
And then Goku decides to stay dead.
Yeah.
Where they're mashing a plan to head back to get Porunga and then get more Dragon Balls and bring Goku back. And he's like, I've noticed something about all the villains.
Yeah.
They're kind of mostly coming after me.
Can I just point out that Goku, our lovable idiot Goku,
matured.
I also just want to point out the funny thing. Our lovable idiot Goku figured this out before billionaire genius Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to be attracting villains. I am making this problem worse.
Mm-hmm. Leave it to the new generation.
Yeah. Man.
And every Dragon Ball character had a part in this.
Yeah.
Like, Bulma's hilarious.
Yeah, as far as I am concerned,
Season 3 Bulma and Season 6 Bulma are two different characters.
They're not. It's not even the same character.
Namek Bulma and Android Bulma. What happened here?
I mean, I get there's a bit of a time skip, so he grew up a bit.
Yeah,
but still,
it's like, god damn. Vegeta completed her more than we thought.
I almost wonder if it's just her becoming a mother did that.
Maybe. But we saw parts of it coming even back in Season 3 when she started getting a little hot for Vegeta.
I don't know.
Where we started seeing a slight bit of a change over there.
I guess it's like they say, you do crazy things when you're in love. Like have absolutely absurd amounts of character development.
And also we had before we stop with plot and go into characters, Trunks heads back to the future.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's like... I mean, I'm not gonna say...
Like, they're not gonna keep future Trunks around, so it makes sense for them to do that.
Yeah.
Like, give him peace as well.
Yeah, I'm like, ideally, I think I would have had it be like... If they could do this, I would ideally have it like the first half of the episode is about the gang on Earth, and then just have like half an episode about it. Because I feel like it overstayed its welcome a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like it's just not. Like, he's so much more powerful than the androids in Cell.
Yeah.
There's no tension in the fight. It's just him wrecking shop.
It's more him just putting an end to things more than anything.
Yeah.
It's more like closure than anything.
It's good closure. I still liked it, but I wasn't. I guess it's just after the absolute masterpiece that was the second half of the past few episodes. It just felt a little lackluster.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about the one like special episode, like Trunks the Trunks future episode, where they actually show like the androids awakening in the future part. So we're gonna watch that at some point. I do have a few of the Dragon Ball Z extra stuff to go over soon, so you guys will be seeing that before we hit other anime reviews. And then eventually head back to Dragon Ball Z. But it's like, yeah. Trunks' future was nice.
Yeah.
Like, that part was nice. Gohan. Christ.
I mean,
so, characters?
I feel like we need to save Gohan for last.
Okay.
Honestly.
Who first?
Yeah, start with Goku.
Goku, man.
Goku has some really cool character moments here. Like he feels a lot. I feel he feels a lot more
very mature in this one.
Yeah, it feels like he's matured a lot and he's kind of grown up and he's like realizing like a lot of the stuff that like, he's kind of realizing like he almost feels like he's. It feels like he's getting to the point where he's like. He's getting past this phase of I gotta be the hero, I gotta save everybody, and he's realizing
I'm not gonna be around forever.
I'm not gonna be around forever. I don't want to spend my entire life just fighting to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
I have a family, I want to spend time with them. I have friends, I want to spend time with them. And he like, takes the time to do that.
Yeah, he takes the time, but the week before the Cell games. Like, everyone makes the joke of just go into the time chamber every day.
I think they specifically made a rule with it.
Yeah, where it's like you can only do it every other day if you do go in multiple times.
I'm glad there's a rule. I think it should probably be more restrictive because
but even then, Goku notices the problem with the time chamber, where it's like you can only get so much from it.
That's fair. Yeah.
You can only get so much from it. Vegeta went in pretty much every possible opportunity, for example.
Wait, every opportunity. Still beaten out by an 11-year-old boy. Still not as strong as the 11-year-old boy.
Or the 5-minute-year-old Cell Juniors.
Ouch.
Man, Vegeta Zico got killed this season.
Yeah, no wonder he actually admitted that he's weaker than Goku.
Yeah.
It's like, my egos no more.
Wanna do Vegeta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Character development!
Yeah, it's like, there's been a lot of Vegeta, like, in the past there's been a lot of Vegeta being like, I am awesome! Oh man, my ego! But I will come back from this! I will defeat you one day! I am now more powerful than you!
In this season,
my ego!
But yeah, in this season, you slowly start, like, this is the start of him finally becoming the, like, modern Vegeta that we see in Super.
Yeah, we're
he's not fully there yet. Like, we've got a few seasons before he fully gets there, but it's like, he's starting on that path.
And he clearly has now gotten to the point where he's like, me trying to surpass Goku is like he went a little over the top with it, but he's pretty.
I will never fight again.
Yeah, he's like, I will never fight again. but like the thing that he does have that I think will stick with him all the way down the road is he's pretty much figured out I can't surpass Goku. The Goku is better than me. I can't surpass him. But there's not any point in me trying anymore.
Oh, you're gonna hate Boo Arc.
I guess his ego comes back.
Yeah, let's just say Boo's gonna be a step down.
Yeah,
many people say Boo
that.
is a step down from this.
Yeah,
like, you're gonna see a lot of it.
I would be very impressed if they managed to keep this up.
If they ever top this, I'm gonna be very surprised. Like, I haven't seen all the rest of Dragon Ball. I haven't seen all the Boo arcs or Super. If something tops this, I'm gonna be very surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's doable. I don't know if Dragon Ball can pull it off. I think it is possible.
Like, this is the peak to many people, though.
This is by far the best I've ever seen from Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna say it's like the best thing I've ever seen in animation.
Yeah, it's not that, but it's like it'd be very hard to top it, though.
Yeah.
Trunks doesn't really do too much, actually.
He doesn't do that much. I mean, he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm here too. Yep. Oh no, I have a hole in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha.
They have cool moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really cool moment.
They had the cool moments and ringside commentary that we're used to. Dust Cloud, we must have won.
Dust Cloud, he must have won. What? He survived?
I don't know how much longer Dragon Ball's gonna keep picking that up.
Like, why are we just gonna have someone who can see through the dust cloud? Can we just have that?
I mean, pretty much that's what Goku was doing the whole time. Every time they thought Gohan had died, he's like, he's fine.
I mean, I don't think you can actually see it in the dust cloud. I think he's just like
Sensing power level, being
sensing
like,
power
he's
level
fine.
or having faith in it. Honestly, like, why can't they sense the power level in the dust cloud? They just not bother. They're just like, haha, I won. Clearly, I don't even need to sense the power level.
So anyway,
because she's clearly dead. There's no way they could have survived that.
Next one, Cell. This is an improvement from season 5, at least.
Yeah, I'll admit.
This is an improvement
my
from
first
the Perfect
impression.
Cell we got.
My first impression of Perfect Cell, I was like, I don't know about this guy. He's alright.
Yeah.
He kind of just seemed like he was Frieza again. And it was like, I like Frieza, but he gets
which is a
annoying.
thing a lot of people pretty much say about Cell. I disagree near the end, though.
Yeah, I think in terms of like his personality, he's a lot like Frieza, but I think it's just like the character, the inherent character, like the actual character himself in a vacuum, very similar to Frieza, I think.
Yeah.
But I think he's just written a lot better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things with Frieza where it's just like, Frieza, you're stupid.
Why are you still with Nail?
What are you doing? Like where he just plays with people and just is like,
yeah.
and it's just like, this is just annoying.
Cell has slight moments of it, but doesn't really have.
Yeah,
the
he has
same
moments
thing.
of it.
He usually kills.
Yeah.
Or at least attempts to.
Yeah, and I think part of it is because it's in the. I think framing it in the Cell games just makes it work better because it's framing it in a position where it's like, oh yeah, he has like this whole setup of like. He's gonna he's gonna have this whole tournament that all the world is gonna watch. Clearly, he is doing this. Clearly, he's not just doing this to, like, he's not just in this to win. He is being a showman right now.
Again, he's strong enough where if Cell wanted to, at any time, he could have just pointed downward, boom, planet gone.
Yeah, he's doing this for fun. He like, it's very obvious. He is doing this for fun.
Yeah, he's got the ego of Vegeta and Frieza. Like, there's nothing that, like, it's earned.
Yeah, and I think it works pretty well. So, like, I'm not gonna put him really high on a pedestal of like incredible, fantastic villain in all of fiction.
Yeah,
I think he's good. I like him. He's not fantastic. I think I will say though, as far as villains that, as far as like major Dragon Ball villains that are like actually defeated as villains, I think he's probably my favorite villain.
Yeah.
I think I probably enjoyed the androids a bit more when they were being evil.
Yeah.
Just because they're just having the freaking time of their lives, and it's so funny.
Or they're not even really evil, they're just having a road trip.
They're just chaotic neutral as heck.
Yeah, Cell's...
Yeah, I like Cell quite a bit.
Yeah, I would say I like him... I'm not sure if I can fully say I like him more than Frieza, though. Or it's like, really difficult to go with that.
I think it's very
mostly
close.
because Frieza usually gets brought back more often than Cell.
Yeah, I think the
like, it's kind of difficult to go between the two.
Yeah, the main reason I think I would edge out with I'd have Cell edge Frieza out is just the fact that I distinctly remember being annoyed with Frieza a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that with Cell very much.
Yeah. That was more funny than anything when the whole Satan filler is happening with the other guys trying to fight him in the Cell games. And Cell just stands there and is like... like, okay, your theatrics are done. Push away.
Who else do we have?
Android 16.
Android 16. He had one... I think he pretty much had the one moment.
He just kind of stood there.
He kind of just was there.
Well, he was there when Bulma and Dr. Briefs were repairing him.
Yeah.
Where we just got a bit more 16, where he just staring at the TV, seeing Cell's destruction.
Yeah. Which I think like when I think first seeing it, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, he's watching the TV. I think in retrospect, after his speech to Gohan, I think that moment if I rewatched it, that moment would hit me a lot harder just because of his speech to Gohan. I think it's connected to his speech to Gohan.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments that you kind of just gloss over it your first time watching, but you on the second
you look at
like,
16,
this is a cool
like
character.
16's loved nature. Like
Yeah.
every time, like you're seeing it.
But
with
you might be able to catch that on your first view, I
Yeah.
guess. But like I'm reviewing after seeing the end of this season.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I think you'd be like, oh, this is him.
Gohan's what made Super Saiyan 2. Like 16's what made Super Saiyan 2 earned.
Yeah.
Like, if it was purely just rage or whatever, I don't think I would have bought it, but it's because of 16 being like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to mention with that speech. That speech pretty much signifies why as much as I'm like, violence is almost always not a good thing.
Some people cannot be talked down.
That is why I cannot call myself why I am not actually a pacifist. Because I think there is a point where there is no other option, and I think there is a point where it is actually morally correct to do violence.
To subdue.
And actually morally incorrect not to.
Yeah. Like, that was perfect to give Gohan finally the push.
Yeah.
Like, it's the point that made it worth it.
So 16 had, like, one moment, but a heck of a moment it was.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever mentioned in the rest of Dragon Ball Z. Like, he's just gone from the rest of the series. Like, they don't even mention bringing him back either. They mentioned 17's back, and we see him eventually in Super, but it's like, we never see 16.
Yep, 16.
Which is weird, because 16's one of my favorites of the three.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm pretty happy with that idea. Like, Dragon Ball tends to not
16's just having nice nature, just living in nature. If he is brought back, he probably doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
I see him being just that one guy living in the forest, just living.
I can almost see like a moment of like, we want to get Android 16 to help us, and he just gives them the sage advice or something instead.
Yeah. In fact, that's actually sort of what happens with 16, 17, where he actually, like, going all the way to Super, he's mostly just living his life on some island as a park ranger.
Okay.
Like, he's literally just living his life.
I never would have expected that, but that kind of fits in my
Yeah.
mind strangely. I'm like, why does that fit so well for him? I could never explain
Yeah,
to
it
you
makes
why,
sense
but it
for just
works in my mind.
the androids to just live their lives. Like, they've been given the chance and they just don't want to deal with it now. I noticed you were having questions about 18 near the end, where she only got like 5 minutes though in this season of actually talking to people.
Yeah, I've kind of like
You're still kind of You're still kind of angry about the season 5 stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason. I'm kind of a little bit. I'm more lackluster, feeling more lackluster about her than I expected going in. Because I think you will remember my initial reaction to Android 18, where I'm like, she's not my favorite character yet, but she's darn close.
And then season 5 happened, and you're
They're
like, no!
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I think
Like-
she's hovering around 5th.
Yeah, it's probably going to take, she does show up more, though, obviously.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she'll
You're gonna
go
get
up the list,
points
but-
with her.
Yeah, I think she'll probably go up the list, but right now she's like...
So, how about we go with most improved character of the whole show, Bulma? What's, I want to see Bulma. I said the real Bulma. Perfection. That's the Bulma I knew going into this series. That's the Bulma I was like, just wait, Joel.
Okay, I just want to very briefly mention that they did a very, for me at least, they did a very, for a brief time, they did a very similar thing with Chi-Chi's dad, I forgot his name.
Ox King.
Ox King. Where I'm just like, okay,
He was just a filler character back a few seasons
that I
back.
honestly just kind of found
And now he's
mildly
just
irritating.
Grandpa.
And then they were like, okay, for the last episode, we're just gonna
Give him
last
Grandpa
episode
energy.
or two, we're just gonna, he's gonna have this, has this speech with Chi-Chi, toward in the
He's
last
not a
couple
boy
episodes.
anymore. He's
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Where was this Ox King the whole time? Where was this character the whole time?
making sure
I
Chi-Chi
actually really
didn't
like
die.
this character. What?
Probably making sure Chi-Chi didn't die in rage or
Like-
regret.
Wow. Wow.
What the frick happened here, Toriyama? Damn!
It's like he just decided for 10 episodes, yeah, I'm gonna just go super hard on my writing quality.
Yeah.
For no reason. Go super hard on the writing quality for 10 episodes. And season 6 refuses to elaborate.
And also we even get to see Chi-Chi also grow as a character, being like, I know he's strong, he's still my kid, I want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. I don't know if Chi-Chi knew what she was signing up for when she married Goku.
It makes you question a few things where it's like, this was obvious, Chi-Chi. You should have known this was coming.
Yeah.
You really should have seen this coming, Chi-Chi. Also, I loved it when Gohan was saying the story about the rage to Cell, and you saw season 1 and you were like, wow, what happened?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, the animation is improved more than I thought.
Yeah, the animation in this season.
Bad.
Like-
it's not. I'm not saying season 1 looks bad. It doesn't.
But compared to this, the image you're seeing right now.
Yeah. But I guess that shows how much of a gradual change it was.
Yeah.
That I didn't really notice until I suddenly went back.
Yeah.
We were
anything
talking
else
about
on
Bulma.
Bulma?
We barely touched about Bulma.
Yeah, we did. We
kinda just went off on a tangent.
Yes, quickly went over to Ox King and Chi-Chi. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Bulma's
Bulma's kind of just more of the good Bulma that's just.
Bulma was just mostly doing scientist things, and then just went over to Master Roshi, who for once in a whole season did not perv.
Incredible!
I don't see it lasting.
No. This is not character development.
He's just noticing
we're not kidding ourselves.
He's just noticing the situation and is like, this is not the time.
He showed a tiny bit of restraint.
Yep. And also Bulma's reaction to Goku dying is just like, oh, no.
Hey, kind of
Yeah, literally like episode 2 of the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
If not episode 1.
That's a rough one.
Yep. And also old Bulma's just fun.
Yeah.
Like future Bulma's just nice. Just fun to be around. Where she's like, wait, Vegeta cared about someone?
Vegeta cared about someone other than me on our anniversary day.
Where he's like, here's some chocolates, babe, bye. Gonna go train some more.
Bloody chocolate.
Love you, bye, gonna go train.
Bye. That was my obligatory, my obligatory annual I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bulma continues to be a surprisingly good character.
Do we have anything on Piccolo, or?
Well, okay, I just want to say, when the clash was happening, and Piccolo was the first to go, I literally shouted out loud, "Let's go, Daddy Piccolo!"
Yep. And also, he's also his thing of you're the one to show me a friend.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Piccolo is my boy. I love Piccolo.
Have we stalled long enough on getting to the main hero?
The true hero of this story.
Gohan, my boy, we finally got you. We finally got your moment.
It's finally happened!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Again,
oh man.
It's because of the filler of the original that I think I love this part even more.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
like, Kai's nice to get rid of most of the filler, but it's like, for this moment, the filler works its advantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna... I gotta say this. I think Goku's... Not Goku. Gohan's character arc might be the single best thing in Dragon Ball for me.
Yes.
Which literally you would not have heard me say that you would not have heard me say that yesterday.
Yeah, like season 3 you would have been
it's incredible how it's so rough and painful, and you're like, what are they doing? Why are they doing this?
Why are we doing 2 discs of filler?
And
then it all comes together.
Why is he Why is he
not doing anything
out
against
again?
Nappa.
Why is he being... Yeah. He's almost being there, and then it keeps coming up short. And then they paid it off!
Yep.
6 seasons in! And it's so good!
Yes!
Oh my goodness, I love it so much.
Yeah, easily.
Oh man,
And I just love how secretive the series is about it.
Yeah, it's... Oh my goodness. Like, I think there's probably like a couple animation moments that I would say are like masterpiece moments in Dragon Ball. I think there's one writing thing that is a masterpiece, and it is Gohan's character arc.
Yeah.
I think Gohan's character, the way they built it up and paid it off, I think it's absolutely masterful, and it is fantastic.
He's the face of Z to me.
Yeah. Which is, it's so, like, I think it's so cool that it's like, oh, Goku saves the day, and then Goku saves the day again, and he saves the day again, and he saves the day again. And then they're like, oh no, Goku actually can't save the day this time, and Gohan has to step up.
Yep. And he's not wanting to. And Cell, and he mentions to Cell, like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to know what comes out. And Cell's like, ooh!
Yeah.
And then Cell pushes him. 16th speech happens. And then brilliance.
Yeah,
it makes all of the filler with Gohan worth it.
Oh man, the more we talk about this, the more as much as I do look forward to seeing more Dragon Ball. The more we talk about this, the more I wish this was actually the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Nope.
Cause oh my goodness, it would have this would have been one of the few endings of any fiction where I'm like, it's not perfect in terms of there's no flaw to it. I don't think I could say that about anything, about any ending. But it is like this would have been like the holy grail of
I think it's the major reason why many people just didn't like the Boo arc at all. Like, because it had to deal with this preceding it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it right now, Boo does not. Boo's not gonna top this.
Even if I had heard nothing about the rest of this series, I would be like, I would have like the small hope of being pleasantly surprised, but I would be like, there's no way they're going to reach this again.
Pretty much every villain after this is Goku.
Like it would be basically if I knew nothing going into the next 3 seasons, I would basically be going into those seasons the same way I went into Incredibles 2, where I'm like, I'm expecting this to be good. There is no way this will be as good as the first movie. There's no way it's going to be as good as the first movie. I'm not setting my expectations anywhere near that.
Yeah. But yeah. At the moment, Gohan's my favorite character.
I think I would say the same. Which is incredible. Which is pretty incredible because yesterday, I don't think he would be in top 5.
Yeah. That's why I was like, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. We gotta go do this now. Because it's so easy to figure out the Cell death scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't yet had a moment with Dragon Ball where I was like, I want to see reaction videos to this. This is the first one where I'm like, I want to see a reaction. I want to see some reaction videos to this.
It's really difficult too, because pretty much every Dragon Ball Z fan, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, this is the scene that made you one.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there is a very good
probably,
chance this is the scene that makes someone a Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah, but I can see someone. I don't think it'd be that difficult to find someone.
Yeah. Here, I'll actually check it myself to see if there's actually any
I'm
of them.
sure there is. But yeah. I did not.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, there's quite a few of them. Yeah.
Man, like you went like you were like we're coming up on my favorite Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, okay, I was basically setting my expectations as like a step or two higher than the Frieza battle.
No.
That was blown out of the water.
Yeah. I was like, Joel doesn't know this. We gotta do it now.
Like
now.
Like I would probably like in a tier list fashion. Let me put this in perspective. I'd probably put the Frieza fight as like B plus. Maybe edging into A minus at times.
Gohan versus Cell?
This is a high A plus. It is just shy of S tier, I think.
The Clash itself?
The Clash itself, I think, is S tier. I wouldn't say it's like double S. I don't think it's like among my favorite cinema of all time kind of thing, but it's probably in like it could be like top 20.
It's probably one of my favorite anime moments though, where it's like
I don't think it'll be like my favorite anime moment, but it could be like
it's up there.
I could see it up in like top 5 anime moments because I haven't seen like that much anime. So I could be in like top 5 anime moments. I'm sure there's like some Violet Evergarden stuff that beats it because freaking Violet Evergarden.
But it's like, this is the point where I became a Dragon Ball Z fan. Like, this is the exact point.
I mean, same. and I'm pretty sure I watched a heck of a lot more Dragon Ball before this point than you did. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure this was not super far into your Dragon Ball journey, right?
Yeah, like, I had seen a bit of, the first thing I saw was 17 versus Piccolo, ending with 17 getting absorbed. Then I sidetracked back to Planet Namek. Then I watched the Saiyan Saga. And then I caught a glimpse of this part. From the games. Where they didn't even show the animation part of this. They just had the moment happen, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then I watched it for myself, and I was like, this is awesome!
I feel like we're kind of just going in a circle.
Well, it's rambling review.
Yeah, we're rambling in a circle.
So, final thoughts on Season 6. Final thoughts on the Cell Games arc.
I think before 16's speech, I think before that, like, everything before that point, I'm like, it's like above par Dragon Ball, but I don't think it would be the best Dragon Ball up to that point by any means. I think it's good.
Honestly, I don't think it starts at 16 speed. I'd say it starts at the Kamehameha from Goku, the instant transmission one.
I feel like that's an isolated, really cool moment.
Yeah, but it starts the shift.
Yeah, but I think it kind of slips back for a little bit.
Yeah, mostly because of the Satan filler.
Yeah. So it feels kind of isolated in the slightly above parness. But it's like I don't think the fight. I don't think there was like a lot of the fights that were like really super memorable before that point. They're just like they're Dragon Ball fights. Shrug.
Well, there's really only the Goku versus Cell, and then Cell egging on Gohan.
Yeah. But like honestly, Goku versus Cell was kind of
meh until the Kamehameha, and then it was like, this is alright.
Yeah, I think the Kamehameha was really, really, really cool. Honestly, I feel like almost the whole rest of the fight, it went like the early fight. I was like, this is kind of lame actually, and then like and then it started to pick up a little bit, and I'm like, okay, this is like at this point it's like a average Dragon Ball fight. It's decent. It's not terrible. And then he did the Kamehameha teleport thing. That was one of the coolest things anyone's ever done in a fight in this series.
And then you're probably confused as to why I'm like, can we marathon the rest so we can get to the moment? You were probably really confused by that point, weren't you?
A little bit, but I was also kind of like, please tell me I don't know what this is. Please tell me I don't know what this is. I think part of it was like I didn't want to disappoint you by being like, yeah, I already have seen this before. But also I was kind of being like, if I have seen this before, it's not this.
Yeah.
It's not like I was like, I hope it's not just that's a really cool Dragon Ball moment. Because I had a guess, and the guess was actually Goku going Super Saiyan 2. Actually,
nope.
Which I have seen that. I've seen literally I've seen like the line he says, and then the screaming when he transforms.
Yeah.
I have seen that before. I was hoping that wasn't what it was, and I'm glad it wasn't.
Actually, like, you mean this is to go even further beyond? That's Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, okay, I got it.
That's Super Saiyan 3.
Okay, I got that confused.
But yeah, nope. It was Gohan's time to shine. Like, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 and Clash with Cell was the moments I was talking about. I was like, I don't think he knows this. Like, he keeps saying, like, trying to figure out how Goku's gonna win it. I'm like, wait. He's a fan, he's a Dragon Ball watcher who doesn't know this scene exists.
It's really funny, though. Like, I've heard, like, I think I've heard from you and my brother multiple times, maybe even my coworker at some point, that Gohan has like one big moment in Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Like I kept hearing that. And I just had this thing where I kept assuming that this isn't the time that it happens.
And then it was.
It's like I lost faith that it would ever come.
And then we finally got it.
And I think every time I heard that, I was like, Okay, it's probably gonna be pretty cool, but it's not gonna...
Nope.
I mean, I think it probably will... I'll probably... My feelings might sour on it a bit after seeing more Dragon Ball and being like, well, it kind of soured the moment a little bit by having Goku steal the show again.
Yeah, let's just say that Gohan's not the main character for the rest of the series. Like, it goes back to the Goku show.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just warning you that now, this is peak Gohan.
Yeah. Well, what a peak it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the end of the Cell, the Android arcs. Finished up.
That was also an hour and 20-minute review.
I think the last time we had this was Ruby Volume 8.
I cannot say I expected this. I did not expect any of this.
Yeah, I knew your style of liking things. I was like, I need to get this out fast. Like, we need to get to this fast.
Oh man, I was not ready for this. I was not ready.
Like, I knew it, like, I had a feeling you would like it. I knew you'd like it at least more than most of the rest of Dragon Ball has seen. I even found myself liking it even more, seeing it in full context.
Yeah. It's just good.
God, this season's great. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, time to not go to Dragon Ball Z for a while. Except for the special episodes, where next time we hit Dragon Ball Z will be a twofer, because all the two special episodes are only pretty much like a slightly longer episode, so about 40 minutes each. So instead we're putting them both in is the Bardock special and the Trunks special.
Yay.
Which will be soon. For you guys, at least. For us, it's like a lot of reviews away.
Well,
thanks for watching!
see you guys in whatever video you watch next. And until then, take care.